Hello, hello, hello. It's Lillian Reiki here, the parenting strategist. I hope you are doing awesomely well. It's been a little while since I've tuned in here live. So fantastic to see you. And if you're watching this now, hello. If you're catching the replay, hi to you. Before I start talking about the topic that I'm wanting to talk to you about today, which is my absolute passion of parenting, I actually wanted to just say a big, huge thank you to everybody who has supported me in the last couple of months or so with my dad's escalation with his dementia and then finally his passing. It's been a challenging time, and I've had a lot of people reach out and ask how I'm going, and I'm going well, thank you. I'm spending my time focusing on my love and gratitude for my dad and for our family and all of the things I've got to be grateful for, in the 62 years he was my dad. So yeah, thank you to everybody who has given me that support in a big or a small way. I really appreciate it. Which brings me to my work. And if you know me, you know I have a huge passion for parenting and relationships. And probably more than ever, the experience with my dad's challenges and his passing made me really, really appreciate how much I value our family and the work we've done as a family over the years to have the relationships and the connections that we now have. My boys were just absolutely incredibly amazing and heart connected, and just supported my sister and I through this process so well that in the 5 days that Dad was in hospital, they were pretty much there, tag teaming 24/7. So it was just so beautiful to see their love and support. And I know that that's in a large part because of the work we've done over the years to build our connections and our relationships, which is why I'm so passionate about the work we do. So my next masterclass is coming up exactly 4 weeks from today, so July the 10th. And it's called, I decided to name it, Every Child Wants Their Parents and Educators to Be Their Biggest Supporters and Fans. Because I actually remember very clearly when we were coaching with our parenting coach back 15 or so years ago, that he actually said to us that we need to be our son's biggest supporter and fan. And when I thought about that, I thought, well, surely I already am. We are our biggest son supporter and fan. That's why we're working with you. That's why we're coaching with you. But when I really reflect on it now and know how I was parenting then compared to what I now know especially through teaching the Nurtured Heart approach, we were doing so much upside down parenting. We were giving so much more attention, connection, and relationship to all the things that were going wrong instead of looking for and finding things that were going well, or even baby steps towards improvement, or things that we could, hijack or find in our son, greatnesses that he actually had that we just weren't identifying, that we weren't growing. We were using our watering can at that time to water all the negativity. We were giving more energy, connection, and relationship to the negativity than we were to the things that we wanted to grow. And as I've been on this journey now as a parenting coach for, 25 years or so now, I've come to realize that all of the parents that I've spoken to, without an exception, have been parenting upside down to one extent or another. Even the most beautiful, loving, heart-connected parents who just want the best for their children have been doing a lot of parenting upside down just because they didn't know any different. Parenting is often very generational, like we parent the way we were parented, or we try and parent the opposite of the way we were parented, but we're still doing a lot of upside down connecting and relationshiping. So to be our children's biggest supporters and fans, they need to feel like we're on their side, that we see their strengths, that we see their greatness, that we listen to their ideas and thoughts, that we're not judgmental, that we're open to compromising and discussing things, but mostly that we see them as the amazing young person they are. We see their qualities and we're wanting to grow them. We're wanting to grow what we in the Nurtured Heart approach call their inner wealth and their portfolio, so a sense of who they are as a person. Because if you think about it, if you have a child, whether they're 0, a year old, or 10 years old, or 20 or 30 years old. We want the best for them, right? We want them to live a life where they can live with integrity and honesty and thoughtfulness and love and connection, and knowing who they are as a person and feeling good about who they are as a person. There's so many mental health issues with young people today that really makes me feel sad. We want to build our kids up so they go, I know who I am. I know what I stand for. I know the type of person I am and who I want to be. So that's what the Nurtured Heart approach is really all about, is building that beautiful inner wealth, not only in our children, but also in ourselves as well. Because often as parents, and particularly if we have children who are that little bit more challenging, then we need to build our own inner wealth and our own portfolio as well. So I would love to encourage you, please, 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 please come and join this masterclass. I really not only encourage you, but urge you, if you are a parent, a caregiver of any kind, an educator. I'm really working diligently at the moment and got some amazing things happening with childcare centres, schools, and organisations who support children. My absolute goal is to get families and education services, whether they be childcare or kindy or primary school or high school, connected together on the same page, so it's win-win for the children. So we want you to connect with your kids in a way that brings out their best and yours as well. And as I said, this will all be based on the Nurtured Heart approach. So it'll be live on Zoom at 7:30 p.m. Queensland time, Monday, July the 10th. So that's exactly 4 weeks today. So pop that in your diary. In the comments below, I will post a copy of this flyer so you can share it with friends. I'll pop the registration link in. You do need to register, because when you register, you will then get all the information on how you can join us on the 10th of July. So that's it from me today. I'll tune in again later to share some more. But once again, thank you so much for all the support I've had. And now it's my turn to start really giving back again, giving back to families and educators, and most importantly, children. Lillian Reiki from the Parent Support Network, equipping parents to enjoy happy and healthy children and relationships on purpose. Bye for now.